Thank you for joining me here this evening. The time is currently 8:52 p.m. Central, and you have a live look at a destructive storm moving through Box Elder, South Dakota. This is a life-threatening situation. If you are in the severe thunderstorm warning, this storm is capable of producing baseball-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour damaging wind gusts. So if you're in this area, we need you to seek shelter immediately. This is for portions of, let's see here, southern Meade and central Pennington counties. These are destructive storms for the Somerset area, heads northeast towards Hereford. And again, anywhere in this warning box, we need you to get to your safe spot, right? So right now, these just rolled through Rapid City, Box Elder, Somerset, and right now they're going to be heading up towards areas like Bend, Viewfield, Hereford, Haydraw, all right, Bonita Springs, Elm Springs. All you guys, we need you to take shelter immediately, as this is the most dangerous storm we've actually seen all day. Again, this is a huge hailstorm that we were not expecting to see this far west. This is in, again, western South Dakota here. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for portions of Minnesota and North Dakota for the threat of some damaging winds, mainly at this point, and maybe an isolated large hailstone or two comes out of this. The tornado threat at this point has really decreased. This has kind of been a bust in terms of a tornado threat, which is good. We only got one tornado warning today, and at this point, again, the tornado threat is going to significantly decrease now, but the damaging wind threat is actually going to go up quite a bit here over the next several hours, so we're going to continue to watch that. Again, we're going to have the potential for a big-time MCS as we go later into tonight, so we got to obviously look out for that. I'm going to go ahead and pull up stream chat, so if anybody has any questions about the location, feel free to leave those down below. I'll try to answer them accurately and honestly. But again, right now, this is our main storm. This is our destructive storm in South Dakota that we are watching here near Rapid City. Again, Box Elder points northeastward. That's the main area of concern right now in South Dakota. So give me just a second here. What's up, everybody? Good to see you all back here again. Again, sorry guys, I would have gone live earlier for the tornado threat, but it didn't really pan out. The tornado risk never really increased. But again, with this little line of storms here, we're going to be talking about even the potential for maybe a derecho if things really intensify. I don't think we're going to see a derecho, but it is in the realm of possibilities. I'd give it maybe a 10% chance that we see a derecho going into the evening time and nighttime hours here. We've already got some storms out here in southern Wisconsin and northern Illinois, which actually may stabilize the atmosphere, so we may actually see these storms kind of, decrease in their intensity as they get to that area. So that's good. That's the good news. But the bad news is we are expecting, again, this line of storms here to really get going. As you can see, over the past several scans, this line of storms has really been just racing off to the east here, east-southeast kind of. Again, over the next several hours here, this line of storms here is going to be in the Grand Rapids, Hibbing, Virginia, Ely area. Derecho is possible. If not, then an intense MCS. I mean, it's fine if you miss a live stream. It's no big deal. You don't have to tune in for every one. But yeah, our main focus right now, the main reason I went live here is because of our destructive storm in South Dakota for the Box Elder Rapid City area. Again, Somerset just got hit by a massive hailstorm of baseball size with some of these hailstones. So again, if you're in this area, we need you guys to be seeking shelter. Areas to the north of New Underwood. Luckily, this is a very rural area. A lot of the towns out here are really, really small, and there's not very many of them anyway. So that's the good news. But yeah. We do have actually a cyclone port out here in south central Wisconsin right now. Taking a look at a storm off to the east of Brooklyn. So continue to monitor that there. Oh, and Mr. Storm is calling me here. Either that or it's Roman. Let's see. Surprise, surprise. Who is it? Hello. Oh, he immediately left. Oh, no, he's there. All right, there's Mr. Storm.
All right. We still got that storm?
Yeah, so we still have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning here for areas like Rapid City and Box Elder. Again, if you're just not tuning in, this is what we're watching right now. This is moving northeast.
Rapid City?
Yeah.
Dang.
Again, warned for baseball-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour damaging wind gusts. The public reported baseball-sized hail in Somerset about 13 minutes ago.
I was gonna say, that looks like a massive hail core.
And law enforcement reported tennis ball-sized hail as well. So, a bunch of reliable sources here. And if you play it back, you can see it's actually been this intense for quite a while.
Yeah, and it's easily maxed out the vertically integrated liquid, so we know that there was huge hail falling from this. And it's been like that through Somerset.
Yeah, so all those little gray areas there.
Look at the south side of the storm too, that's like closer to Rapid City and Box Elder where there's higher DVZ values. That's also popping off with hail, so I do think that we could have some slightly smaller hail, but still big hail that could be near like tennis ball size.
Yeah, and if you notice, it's actually still maxing out the vertically integrated liquid there.
Yeah, so that's something to watch too. So if you're on the west side of Rapid City, the east side of Rapid City, you're probably still feeling some impacts from this. Be sure to stay away from windows and get indoors. But Box Elder, it's coming in hot for you guys. It's going to start hailing pretty soon. It's going to be pretty intense. Also near the Ellsworth Air Force Base.
Yeah, and we did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning, actually. This is for portions of South Dakota? No, that's not the correct one. Where is that new warning? Oh, it's up in Minnesota here. So we actually have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Black Duck in Hines, Minnesota. It's an extension for an ongoing storm here producing half-dollar-sized hail. So we got to look out for this. Again, if you're in Black Duck, make sure that you're getting indoors and away from windows immediately. And obviously, in our destructive storm, make sure you're getting indoors, away from windows, and in an interior room as quickly ASAP. As this is huge hail. This is the hail that's going to do a lot of destruction. Again, if you have any pets outside, if you're ahead of this thing, you really need to get them indoors because this could seriously hurt them. Hail up to baseball size can fall at a very fast rate, so it's looking dangerous here for areas to the northeast and straight north even of Rapid City.
Look up near towards, I'm going to say this wrong, but Cape Tagoma or Tagama, I don't know how to pronounce that, but there's a severe thunderstorm warning that does have the tornado possible tag, and if you look, it does have a slight area of weak rotation. I would watch that just in case.
Up in Minnesota?
That's northern Minnesota, near International Falls.
Near the Crane Lake area, this storm?
Yes. I think. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, looks like we got some rotation there. Again, it's kind of hard to see because we're kind of far away from the radar site, but still definitely some form of weak rotation there, which is why the National Weather Service, again, has issued a severe thunderstorm warning with the tornado possible tag on it.
Yeah.
But again, remain focused right now. Oh, go ahead.
If you look at the Canadian radar up near Dryden, you can see, we are very far away from the radar site at that one, but you can see there is also, it's picking up another, the same area of rotation. So we know for sure that there is something going on with rotation. It's just not strong at the moment.
Yeah, for sure. And we got a new severe thunderstorm warning now for Alvwood and Max for quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour damaging wind gusts. But again, our main focus right now is a Rapid City storm here as this continues to produce potentially up to baseball-sized hail. We've got several DBZ values getting over 70 here in and around Box Elder. Again, Box Elder, you're kind of getting a hailstorm of your own there, especially on the south side of Box Elder right now. Looks like we've got ourselves a big-time hailstorm trying to develop, and even looking at the correlation coefficient, we can see some of this hail here, which is pretty crazy to think about. That's the tool that we use to detect whenever there's debris in the atmosphere being lofted up by a tornado. So,
yeah. Holy cow! Look at you can see on the reflectivities too. These two different cells, I feel like, are trying to come together and start as like a line of storms. And if you look at velocities, you can actually see an area of stronger winds have just exploded. And I do think that could be some really strong outflow from these winds. And you can see that on reflectivity, there is some sort of almost looks like a band that's pushing out for a storm. I think that could either be just some strong winds out front of it or just some very strong outflow from the storms.
Yeah, for sure. Sam, yeah, I don't know how long we're gonna be live here. The thing is it is going to be a super intense night. I'm talking very intense with the potential for a maybe the small potential for a derecho. Again, as I said earlier, I'd give it about a 10% chance at this point. But so we're gonna have a super big event tonight, but I don't know if we're gonna be live for most of that because that's going to be really late at night. I mean, we're talking, 1, 2 a.m. being the peak of it. So obviously we're not gonna be live here at 2 a.m. But I don't know how long we're gonna be live for here. Again, main concern is this surprise baseball-sized hailstorm. We actually have confirmation that this is also producing wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour as well, reported by public. But again, it's warned for 60, so watch out for that. And Roman's here now. Roman, kind of an awkward time, but we're live here.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah, we are covering.
We got a destructive storm in Rapid City.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, baseball-sized hail,
Yeah.
60-mile-an-hour damaging wind gusts.
Oh my.
Yep.
And our
Yeah,
MC.
the winds seem to be gusty on the north side of the storm, near like north of Box Elder.
Yeah, and our Minnesota line of storms as well. Again, this is going to be pretty concerning for a damaging wind and maybe a QLCS tornado threat.
Yeah. Still watching that area of rotation, just nothing crazy at the moment.
Yeah.
Where's that area of rotation at?
It's near Arbutus, in northern Minnesota. It's like way up in northern Minnesota.
Yeah, it's south of Cabe Tagama. Cabby Tagama. That is the weirdest town name I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, we're super close to the border, so it maybe may have some French
Yeah.
origins there.
Yep.
But again, we're watching this hail core here to the north of Box Elder. As it continues to be.
We got a storm in southwest Kansas running.
Oh.
What?
Special weather statement. Right. I just want you guys to notice. I don't know if this is a cell or what, but there might be a extremely low precipitation cell that's developing near Montrose,
Yeah,
Colorado.
the severe warn one.
Severe one, but it's got nothing. Like, it literally looks like a shower.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier too before we started the stream. That's the little thunder shower I was talking about that got severe warm there near Montrose.
Look at the special weather statement near Paonia. It's got nothing. It's literally, there's no rain.
Yeah, part of that, some of the radar sites in the Four Corner states I've noticed have shown low precip situations sometimes, lower than they actually are. So that may be part of it. But
East-size hail and 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That's weird. Still watching this destructive storm near Box Elder at this point, Rapid City. You guys are pretty much out of the woods with this.
Yeah. Yeah, so again, we're concerned about areas south of Highway 34. We're talking about areas like Hereford, Haydraw, all right, Bonita Springs, those are kind of the only areas that we're concerned about at this point. Again, at this point, this storm's in an incredibly rural area here in portions of southern Meade County.
Yeah, and the southern side of what could be a line developing here, it's not as strong, but it is, to me, it looks like it's strengthening. Areas that need to be on the lookout for some small hail and some gusty winds are Wall, Wasta or Wasta, and Awanka, but you guys are pretty much in it at this point.
Yeah, that's definitely producing a form of damaging winds there, up to 60 miles per hour.
Yeah. Did we get a new warning? No, we didn't.
Again, these storms are kind of right along Interstate 90 right now here. So if you're traveling along Interstate 90 here, anywhere between Kadoka and Somerset, I'd be relatively concerned about this, because we got multiple big-time cells out here producing some big-time hail as well as wind damage, or at least damaging winds. We don't have any reports of damage yet, but probably going to see some
Davis,
still in.
You see those discrete cells up in the northwest South Dakota? I don't know if you think, I mean, what's your take on these? Because I think that these could be potentially some tornado producers.
I don't know about that. This area, really at all, we weren't expecting too much convection in western South Dakota, so I'm kind of impressed that those cells fired up at all, but I doubt they're going to have a tornado threat. But they might. Again, we weren't expecting them to show up at all, so now that they did, they may happen. They may try and produce a tornado for a little bit. Also, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Dairyland, Gordon, and Drummond, Wisconsin. This is for a storm producing $half sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour damaging wind gusts. So if you're in this area, make sure you're getting indoors. This includes the Highway 53 corridor in between Beebe and Wascott.
Areas near Solon or Salon Springs, Gordon, Drummond, Cable.
Also, I got a big update here. Our storm has been downgraded now to Lime-sized hail or destructive 1.
Okay, so this is now a considerable severe thunderstorm, no longer destructive, so hopefully that means that this is weakening out, but still a huge hail core with this.
Yeah, again, guys, continue to take this just as seriously, honestly. Again, you need to make sure that you're getting indoors and away from windows, because the difference between lime-sized hail and, baseball-sized hail, it's there, but it's pretty minimal, alright? It's less than an inch in diameter difference, so...
Get, like, the worst viewers. Uh-oh. You guys still there?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we got a new cyclone port in far northeastern Georgia.
No, that one's been there for a while. Are you talking about the high school?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's been there.
Oh, okay. What about the Dawson Middle School one?
We have a new severe thunderstorm warning now. This is for parts of Minnesota. For our big line here, 60 mile an hour damaging wind gusts and nickel-sized hail. Did I see your comment? Mountains are blocking the radar beams. That's why it may seem that there's low precip. It is stronger on radar if there were. Okay. I actually didn't know that. Thank you. So that's why a lot of them.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I never really thought about that. I never knew that. Out here in the
Thank you,
four corner
Sam.
states. Yeah, thank you. That's interesting.
That makes sense though, because Colorado is all about mountains.
Yeah, I've had that problem in New Mexico a lot too, so that also makes sense.
Thank you so much, Sam.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I didn't even see your comment until just now.
Brendan Kopic has his feet on. I don't know why. Sorry about. Okay, did they hear it? We have a flash flood warning for a dam failure.
Yeah, I mentioned that. That's what I was talking about earlier. Actually, I may have just mentioned that to Roman, but there's a major flash flooding problem. I've seen incredibly bad videos out of that area. It's pretty terrible.
Yeah, we just got a ton of rain in that area.
They may issue a flash flood emergency. If you notice, that flash flood warning is in effect for 13 hours.
Yeah.
It's not even considerable.
And I feel like they never include dam failure as like a...
Yeah, I've never seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. And it says it's occurring, so it's not good.
So again, here's the hailstorm that we're watching right now to the north of Box Elder.
Alright, so I think I have an update here on the middle of the 3 severe warnings up into Minnesota. Just one of them got downgraded with the hail, so now it's down to, what is that? That is nickel size hail.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know why I can't convert 0.88 size hail to nickel size hail.
Oh, confirmed EF2 south of... So the Janesville one was EF2? Okay. I kind of figured it would be, high-end EF2.
Yeah, that makes sense. It was strong. It was PDS.
Can't believe I was gone that day. Again, guys, the reason I didn't go live that day is because I was camping. So, I know Roman and Mr. Storm went live, but...
Yeah. There's a pretty sunset on the Killeen, Texas cam.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Even prettier one on the Burlington, Kansas one.
Let's see.
Michael, a flash flood is a flood that happens very quickly.
Yeah, it's a quick, intense sequence of flooding.
Yeah, it's from when... Usually happens when thunderstorms with very heavy rainfall produce just a lot of rainfall in a short amount of time, and sometimes the ground ground conditions are just not right. So, absorb the water.
Yeah, and I know in this situation it's kind of not a short period of time for the Minnesota one, but in most cases, that's kind of what flash flooding is. I'm kind of surprised they didn't just issue a flood warning instead. Maybe they're just trying to point to the intensity of it, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, because usually flash floods are more intense than regular flood warnings, but they're also more brief.
Yeah.
So look at all these wind and hail reports here that we have out of southwest South Dakota from this little cell here. Okay, we had baseball-sized hail reports. A 52-mile-an-hour gust was recorded at the max south of Box Elder. Again, that storm is still going. The highest level of a possible weather warning issued is a tornado emergency. Yeah.
Everybody be sure to like the stream, subscribe to Davis.
Yeah, make sure to go subscribe to Mr. Storm and Roman the Weather Guy as well. If either one of you want to put your guys' links in chat, that's fine.
I got you. I got you.
Alright. Let's
Roman
go.
always does it.
We do have this line of storms actually going through Chicago, which may actually stabilize the atmosphere out here. So whenever the storms come through later, they may lose some intensity at this area.
Yeah, that would be good, because just meaning that, like, the storm would get kind of, like, take off some steam from the atmosphere. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I think part of the reason that the enhancers got cut off here is because I think the models were kind of predicting this area to have some storms to stabilize the atmosphere here. So I have a feeling that whatever our big MCS derecho, whatever happens with it, whenever it gets down to, southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois, I think it's going to lose quite a bit of steam.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, luckily the tornado threat for today ended up being a huge nothing burger. But again, this event overall, as a whole, is not going to end up being a nothing burger unless the damaging wind event underperforms, which probably won't happen.
Yeah.
The tornado threat was more conditional, but the damaging winds, it's almost a guarantee at this point that we're going to see some form of damaging wind event tonight, and it's already getting going, so. Again, a lot of these little showers and thunderstorms that pop up are kind of going to help stabilize the atmosphere in some spots, hopefully. Still got that huge hailstorm north of Box Elder. It is just still going. Still warned for lime-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour damaging wind gusts.
Yeah.
So we gotta watch that as it's rolling through the Hereford area as we speak. A lot of it's probably gonna actually go to the southeast of Hereford. I think Hereford overall should get spared. Maybe still some rain up there, some heavy rain at times, but the hail should stay to the south of you if you're in downtown Hereford. Which Hereford's not really a town anyway, but it's a little location up here.
Back up to 70 dBZs.
Yeah, there are spots getting over 70 dBZs even. We're talking about 71 dBZ, 72 dBZs here. So,
yeah.
Pretty intense hail. I'd say, lime to, again, maybe tennis ball size at this point. Oh, wow, the newest scan, though, killed it. So at this point, again, probably some ping pong to golf ball sized hail.
Yeah. That's kind of funny how it just went completely down.
Yeah, as soon as I was talking about the specific sizes. Okay.
We have really decreased our number of severe warnings, so.
Yeah, we still got to watch our line up into Minnesota, I think, because, again, that's going to be a big damaging wind maker up here.
Yeah.
When will the storms pop off? Kind of should be pretty soon here, actually, within the next couple of hours, I'd say. And, again, they're going to go all throughout the nighttime hours, just charging across the Midwest here, most likely. And even going into tomorrow, we have some significant storms. I do not have a Discord.
Server?
Yeah, I don't have a server. Well, I do have one, but we never did anything with it, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make that public.
Yep. Oh, wow, wait.
What's up?
Oh my gosh. Look at the Spirit Lake, Iowa camp. There is major flooding in their like little hangout area. It's all flooded out.
Mr. Storm, that's a pond.
No, but wait.
That's a lake.
No, but look at like the patio area.
Yeah.
See that? That's flooding because there's like chairs there.
Oh, yeah, you're right, actually. Yeah. It's pretty badly flooded out. I thought you were talking about... I was like, that's just a lake.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see that other flooding there.
Yeah, but that's like a lot of water. Okay. But yeah, that is interesting to see all that rainwater there.
Yeah.
It's in a spot that has been hit hard with flooding rains.
Yeah. No tornado emergency. Not even any tornado warnings. Not even any tornado possibles. Oh, yeah, there actually is a tornado possible, but...
Yeah.
It expires in 6 minutes, so... Again, if you're just not tuning in, we are watching severe weather outbreak here, starting to unfold across parts of the Midwest and the Great Plains. We got ourselves a good chunk of severe thunderstorm warnings to watch right now. Got a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for parts of North Dakota and Minnesota. The final storms out of that watch are kind of rolling through right now. I'm actually going to check. Do we have any, mesoscale discussions out there right now? And we do. We have actually a pretty concerning one. So I'm going to bring this up on your guys' screen here. I got to mute my thing first. But here we go. So mesoscale discussion 1400. Cannot believe we're already 1400 in and we're only halfway through the year. Thunderstorms likely to begin developing over the next few hours before consolidating into an organizing cluster through 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Severe hail and wind possible with stronger storms, especially the wind threat's definitely going to be there. And again, this is going to be the beginning of our, potential MCS, potential derecho. Again, I'd say it's a low chance of a derecho at this point, maybe about a 10% chance, but the possibility's out there. So again, 80% chance of a watch there.
I just got a new severe thunderstorm warning. It's an extension, or a new one, I guess, for the Rapid City storm. That has now significantly decreased. It's now down to half dollar size hail and 60 mile per hour wind gusts. But that's a long one. It's going to expire in an hour and 4 minutes. So still definitely some small hail possible, but this storm is weakening out, and now the National Weather Service has seen that.
Yeah, and even some isolated larger hailstones in there, again, up to half dollar size potentially. So again, we still want you guys to make sure that you're getting inside there. I doubt there's anybody outside at this hour, but still, if you are outside for whatever reason, probably want to start getting indoors as soon as possible. So.
Yeah.
Okay. You're good, Sam. It's not like you guys have a job.
Yeah, we're bringing the coverage, so we totally appreciate it when you saw some things, like some information, but you don't need to feel like you have to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, you can keep. I mean, obviously that would be helpful, but again, I mean, for the most part, we're all three of us are on top of it for the most part here. All right. Let's take a quick look here at the the HRRR. So again, we've got that convection starting to get going there in northeastern Minnesota, associated with some of these clusters of storms up here into Canada, and then we've also got our storms here in southeast Wisconsin. Good prediction there by the HRRR, I would say. And again, as we go later into tonight, around 10 to 11 p.m. is where things really start to get going there again with that potential derecho. And this is, again, where we are expecting a severe thunderstorm watch to come out for soon. This area here to the southeast of Duluth, very intense line of storms that are going into midnight, 2 a.m., very intense cluster of storms there again. At this point, it's not even like a linear system that they're predicting. It's really a big-time cluster of storms here that's going to be doing a ton of hail, ton of wind. It's just it almost looks like it's a bunch of different supercells all just so close to each other, but yeah, it's interesting.
Man, that line in Minnesota is really just dying out.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's still going to have the potential to produce gusty to damaging winds at times there for the next several minutes as it continues southeastward towards Big Fork, Marcel, Linden Grove, Valley Townships. We'll continue to watch that there. And we're down to one severe warning in South Dakota. Wow. The storm off to the north of our severe warning should probably get some type of probably a severe thunderstorm warning here soon. It's got itself a really impressive hail core of 71 dBZs here near Stoneville.
Oh, now we're down to one severe warning for the Rapid City storm.
Yeah, that's what I was just mentioning.
Oh. There's a lot of lightning activity on the storm down by Quinn and Cottonwood, so just watch out for that.
Yeah. Gosh, I really need a new desk chair.
Worst case scenario is seeing 100-mile-an-hour wind gust and an intense derecho, and that is a 0.0001% chance of happening. And
I'd say it's a 0% chance period at this point. That's kind of an exaggeration on what we can see tonight. Again, if it's a derecho, it's going to be low end. It's not like we're talking about the Eastern Iowa derecho 2.0. It's not anything like that. It's not like any of the derechos we've had this year. If we do get a derecho. And again, the reason I personally don't think we're going to get a derecho out of this is because of the size of the area that it's going to travel through. Again, the chance for derecho intensity probably ends at southern Wisconsin, and it really only starts up in like northwestern Wisconsin. So derechos have to travel 240 miles to be considered a derecho. So I really don't think it's going to be able to, do that. Roman's on a roll with the chat.
yeah.
Yeah, guys, please don't, spread false information or,
Don't self-promote. Please don't do that.
yeah, anything that you can't confirm.
We're just gonna do coverage, and I mean, we're fine with you guys in chat as long as you just, keep it weather-related and serious and.
Yeah, just don't spread misinformation. Misinformation's the biggest thing, because, somebody could see that. What if, like, somebody's that's new to the channel, they join the stream, they have nothing, they don't know anything about weather, and they see that, they see someone that's saying, there's a tornado emergency, they're going to freak out, and then when there's really not, it's a bad thing.
Yeah, and, again, just to go back to what Mr. Storm said, guys, try to keep it related to weather. Last stream, I had to time out somebody. I'm not going to throw out any names, but I had to time out somebody because they were going non-weather related, and then they kept spamming that message. If I don't answer, or if one of us three don't answer your chat message within 2 or 3 minutes of it being sent, then it's probably because it's not weather related or it's false information. So please just don't repeatedly send the message over and over again, because I had somebody doing that last stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just trying to keep people safe.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, we want you guys to, we encourage you guys, if you have any, reliable information that we don't know about, send it out there to us, but don't just, make up stuff or exaggerate things that aren't true.
Yeah.
So again, our big chunky cell here northeast of Rapid City is continuing to produce half-dollar-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour damaging wind gusts, according to the National Weather Service, as it heads northeastward towards Highway 34 there. So if you're in that area, again, make sure you're getting indoors and away from windows immediately. Yeah, big chunky cell.
Sportness Gaming's back. 9:35 storm. Well, yeah, I mean, we have still a lot of shear and well, I guess not a lot of shear, but we do have some shear, and I mean, we still have a lot of, moist air in the atmosphere, so.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't see any uptick in activity anytime soon, we may end off things early here again. The chance of us coming back later is probably pretty low, too, just because of the time. But
One desk chair coming up to a well-deserved informative weather reporter. Yeah.
I'll take it. But thank you. I'll take the desk chair and the compliment. News severe thunderstorm warning for Bemidji. Okay. For the threat of quarter-sized hail. So if you're in that area, make sure that you are getting indoors. Hailstorm coming in there may do some damage, minor damage to vehicles. Desk chairs are always important, yes. You hear an echo? Is there an echo on the stream?
I don't think so. Maybe, I mean, is it Davis's audio or is it like Mr. Stormy or Roman?
Let me check.
Alright.
Sounds fine to me.
If it's me or not, I don't know.
Sounds fine to me.
about me?
Michael says it is too. I don't know. Is there an echo on? I don't hear it. Let me see.
Michael, who has an echo? Like when
Is
one
it
of
all
us
of
speaks,
us?
who is it
Is it all of
that you
us?
hear? I heard it earlier. Davis's audio.
I don't know. I have an echo thing on my microphone, so I don't know. I may have accidentally turned that on for a second, but I've done that before, so I don't know. Alright, so let's look at this Brooklyn, Wisconsin cam here as it has a little cell coming in. Some rain, some wind that's visible there on that camera. Audio sounds fine? Alright.
Nice. Oh, some lightning.
We have a new severe thunderstorm warning now, actually, for line of storms in Minnesota. Still quarter-sized hail, 60-mile-an-hour damaging wind gusts. This is for portions of west central St. Louis County, but it does not include Hibbing, doesn't include Virginia, doesn't include Ely. For the past few streams, we've been talking about this area so much. I have the specific counties memorized down to the point it's ridiculous.
Thank you for subscribing, Jay.
Yeah, thank you. Again, I appreciate you guys all just not tuning in and subscribing.
Did we always have that flash flood warning near Madison? Because I just noticed that that's just near the...
That's been there for a little bit.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's been there for a little bit. These storms just keep tacking on half an inch to an inch of rain in an hour, it looks like. Nico, please stop saying the derecho risk is canceled. It's not canceled. There's no guarantee that we're not going to see a derecho.
Yeah, that's false information.
Yeah, it's a low chance of a derecho happening, but it's not zero. It's always important to remember that there's a difference between 0% and 10%.
Yeah, definitely.
And again, there's no official statement saying that there's a 10% risk of a derecho tonight, but that would be around where my estimate is. But again, it's overall you could pretty much just put in the realm of a low chance. That's the guarantee at this point, is that it's a low chance, but it's possible.
Ordinance, please stop self-promoting.
No, you're good, Sam. Yeah, I know we've kind of been cracking down this stream on, what's allowed and not. I know it sounds like we're being harsh, but we really do have to lay down some ground rules, because sometimes it does get a little out of hand.
Yeah. We're not meaning to be mad or anything, it's just...
Yeah, I mean, we're not, mad, but again, if somebody deletes your message, just, don't really try and do something like that again.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean, we don't like you, it just means that we just don't feel like that message belongs in the chat. So just, keep it weather-related and don't spread false information.
Yeah. You know, like there are times that we goof around on stream during boring periods of weather and not talk about non-weather related stuff, and that's fine whenever we do stuff like that. But like right now, again, we're trying to focus on some of these storms here because some are pretty intense. And we're trying to take questions here, but yeah.
That's just Davis and Mr. Storm nonsense. Yeah, Nico, there's still a duration risk. It's just low.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. The severe weather risk really is just going to remain in the upper Midwest for the next few weeks for the most part, guys. I don't know what else to tell you. I know a lot of people are sick of this, and that's not to say every day it's going to be focused around the Midwest, but it's just the pattern where, and this is a typical late spring, early summertime pattern that we have, where portions of Canada and the upper Midwest and the northern plains, that whole region there, gets significant severe weather outbreak after significant severe weather outbreak. So it's going to be a little bit until we're done talking about the Midwest. Probably going to be several more streams in that area over the next few weeks.
Do you think the Northeast will actually get some stuff?
Yeah.
Are you following general storm patterns, or are you more region focused as in Michigan?
Yeah, we're just
talking about all regions.
Yeah, we're just talking about where the storms are. We're not. It's not like this is a Midwest only channel. It's just recently it's all been in the Midwest. But yeah, we cover all over the United States. But usually we remain it down to just the United States. On brief occasions, like during Tropical Storm Alberto, I mentioned Mexico, and sometimes during severe weather outbreaks I talk about Canada a little bit, but for the most part it's just the United States. But that's the only limit. We talk about all over the U.S. You wish you can get a subscription for Radar Omega so you can deal with jank setups, so you can see your phone screen on a stream. Yeah. Well, I mean, I would talk about Hawaii if they got severe weather that often, but they just don't. Oh, yeah, Roman hopped off. Why was Roman not talking at all? I don't know. Was he muted or something?
No, I don't know. He just didn't say anything. I don't know what happened to him.
He was just messaging the entire time.
Yeah. Also, he was in the dark. I don't know if you noticed that, but he had the lights off.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he'll come back in a few minutes. Normal.
How much severe weather happens in Hawaii? Almost none. I've seen rare severe warnings in Hawaii, but it's always a crazy situation.
I feel like we're having Hawaii left out for sometimes. I mean, Hawaii just, other than tropical activity, Hawaii just doesn't really get anything crazy, and we don't usually get that many viewers from Hawaii, but, I mean, there's no specific reason, I guess, why we don't include Hawaii in our forecasts.
Yeah, it's just generally, it doesn't really get severe weather, and, really even tropical activity isn't a super common thing for Hawaii. They get it from time to time, but, yeah. And, it's not like Hawaii gets, obviously they don't really get snow events that often except for in the mountains sometimes during the winter. So, really never much of a weather reason to talk about Hawaii. It's always just hot and rainy there. Yeah, shoot fireworks? Okay. Davis, Mr. Storm, and Roman are all the best weather enthusiasts. I appreciate it.
How does Sam know my name?
Because you have it in your channel description.
Oh. I forgot that.
It's really not that hard to find your name.
Yeah. There's really nothing crazy happening at this point.
Yeah, I think the MCS event will get going soon, but I don't know if we want to be live for too much longer here.
Yeah.
We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning, though, for South Dakota for one of our storms here for the Phillip area, quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds.
You're good. Yo, boss. I'm sorry. I just forgot that I didn't know that you knew my name. So, it's all good. It's just, yeah. Did you draw a smiley face on stream, Davis?
I did. It was there for a while I was bored. Y'all just want to chat a little? Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Again, I mean, try to keep it in, yeah, I guess we can just chat for a little bit. There's nothing really serious going on, so we'll just kind of chat here if y'all want to.
What's going on, everybody?
At this point, I mean, probably just keep it family friendly, don't spam. Those are the rules for, at this point, probably. I mean, we can go outside of the weather realm if you guys want now that we don't really have anything to watch super closely.
Yeah. Just nothing crazy. Just keep it appropriate.
Yeah.
We're twisted. Twisted related.
I've got some big Twisted videos coming out soon. I posted a big one today.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I started making Twisted videos again. I kind of missed making them over that few-month period. I know a lot of you guys miss it, too. That's, like, my most popular series other than just, forecast videos. So,
Dude, I watch them, like, all the time.
at this point, I have so many Twisted videos at this point that I have a video for every town in the game getting hit by a wedge.
Really?
Yeah, like I remember some of my titles. I have a different title for all of them. I had like Viroquois Darkest Day, The Great Destruction of Helma, Rip Hibbing, um, Wedge Slams Hazleton. Every single. I've had so many different towns included. Seems like usually we're in the Hibbing area though. When will the next Twisted video come out? Uh, Yeah, I don't know when the next Twisted video will come out because it's going to take a lot of editing. It's an insane video and one of, if not the craziest I've ever filmed. So, we're probably not going to let that many people in my Twisted videos other than people that I actually know. So, yeah, I recorded a couple with Roman, but
Twisted is a storm chasing video game on Roblox.
yeah, it's a storm chasing game. It's really fun. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Wisconsin. For the Hawthorne area, half dollar size hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds.
Watch out if you're near Myrtle Beach and just all the surrounding areas, because we have a train of some pretty nasty storms that could definitely give you guys a nice lightning show tonight.
Yeah, kind of the leftovers from today's event.
To be honest, consider getting indoors, but if you're courageous, I guess. I don't know if it's bad to support this, but maybe go out on your porch if you know it's safe and just kind of watch the lightning. It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's really not anything too dangerous. I mean, I probably would have kept the marginal risk out here if I were the SPC, but they didn't, so obviously they're not really too worried about this anymore.
Yeah. And it's not like it's a severe storm, it's just a special weather statement.
Yeah, you may see a brief gust of wind pick up, maybe some very itty-bitty hailstones if you're lucky, or unlucky if you don't like hail.
Yeah.
It's not going to be anything to do damage. Yeah, he's my friend.
Is this Jackson?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, no way.
He's just my friend.
Yeah.
He has a channel, but that's a story for another time, so...
I don't know about you, but I think we should end off the stream in a few minutes.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Saw a dust NATO yesterday. You mean that's a dust devil?
Like a dust devil, or did you just see like an eddy in the dust? You know what an eddy is, Mr. Storm?
No, I actually don't.
It's these little... I don't even know what weather conditions support them. And you know what? You've probably never even seen one in Long Island, but... They're like these little itty-bitty spin-up things that look like tornadoes. Usually they pick up like leaves or dusts. I don't...
Are they like... So they look like tornadoes, or are they just like, spinny gust of winds?
They always look like tornado. Well, if you weren't interested in weather, I mean, they always look like tornadoes because... they move in like a circular motion. It's really cool, especially whenever one of them just pops up out of nowhere. I remember we were at recess once at school, and there was an eddy in a cornfield, and it was so cool. Kids were like jumping inside of it, and all the teachers were like, "Hey!"
Does it like have visible dust in it, or is it literally just like a gust of wind that kind of is in a circular motion and picks up some leaves and like kind of tosses them around?
It picks up stuff. It never really does any damage.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, a lot of times they pick up leaves, and that's why I used to call them leaf nados before I knew the technical term for them. They're really cool.
Yeah, I've seen them before. They usually happen in like the fall around here because we have so many leaves.
Same.
But I know what you're talking about. I didn't know that was actually like a weather phenomenon.
Yeah, they're called eddies, and I don't know if this is. Hello?
Oh, you cut out. Sorry, I didn't hear what you were saying.
I think my Wi-Fi briefly went out. Have you ever seen like a snow NATO?
Oh, no, I've never.
I don't know if those are also eddies because they happen a lot, and eddies are usually pretty rare. But it's like they're so cool. Oh my gosh! Usually they happen whenever we get a few inches of snow and it's really windy out, and it's not just like a gust of wind. It's not. It looks like a tornado if you didn't know any better.
Yeah,
it's ground-based circulation, but
It has to happen when the snow is so light and just fluffy and it's like dust.
Yeah. That's
Now,
really cool.
dust devils are cool, and I've never seen one, but I hope someday I can see one.
Yeah, and dust devils are closer to what I think a lot of people would actually consider to be a tornado.
There was a dust devil in New York City once and actually threw a porta potty onto a roof.
I've literally never seen a dust devil. It threw a porta potty onto a roof. You want snow?
Yeah, I've never seen one, but I just heard of that.
Yeah, you probably don't get too much snow out there in Georgia, do you? In southwest Georgia, probably not too much snow at all. Or sorry, South Carolina. That's where it was. In southern South Carolina, you probably don't get too much snow.
Yeah. And with La Nina, the jet stream's so far north that, I mean, if we had a La Nina winter, there would be no chance of snow in South Carolina whatsoever.
Yeah, Michael, you definitely don't get snow in Florida. Like, ever.
Yeah.
There was one recorded instance in the entirety of recorded history of snow in Miami.
What?
Which is
Miami?
insane. It was like 78 years ago or something.
It must have been just a flurry, like a small flurry.
Yeah, it was like a brief dusting, I think it was described as. It wasn't actually accumulative, obviously. That's say accumulative 5 times fast. That's tricky.
Yeah. Cumulative.
Alright, guys, I think we're going to end off the live stream here. I want to thank you all for tuning in. It has been pretty fun. Not that eventful, but it's been fun. So, again, thank you all for joining us here. We'll be live tomorrow covering the severe weather. I'll also probably get some sweet severe weather footage either tomorrow or Wednesday. So, again, thank you all for joining us here, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.